Sorry.
It's okay.
It's good, and I should use this opportunity. Okay, number.
Yeah, you're so
Okay. If you want me to say something different, yeah.
Now, not everybody who's a homeowner works with designers. What made you get a designer?
Yeah.
Could you not have done this yourself?
Probably not. I'm not that creative. I think I was really impressed when I was researching designers, and I happened upon Gary and John, and I looked at their portfolio, and I recognized a few of the pictures, and I was looking through it on my own on the computer, and I was like, that looks like a Filipino restaurant I ate at a few months ago, that I remember sitting at the restaurant and telling my husband, I love this restaurant, I want to live in this restaurant. When we were looking for a house, we wanted something that was ideally craftsman. Mm-hmm. So I guess I don't know a lot about architecture, but the California craftsman look is fairly common in the San Francisco Bay Area where we are, and so that's what the exterior is like. On the inside, what's different about it is that it's very much an open space. Mm-hmm. There's no real internal, doors except for the bedrooms and the bathrooms. Everything else just flows from one room to another. It's also single level. And what's really attractive about that style of house is that with a young family, you can see and hear everybody at any point in time, even if you're cooking and doing laundry or all the activities you need to do. As parents, you know exactly where the kids are, and you don't have to worry too much. So it's a good style of house, I think, for a young family, and works really well. The interview process was also very interesting because what they did was to ask us very specific questions about, for instance, metal. Do you like it more stainless? Do you like it more brushed? Do you like it more dark? Do you like more light? And so we were able to say a little bit what things we found visually really appealing to us, because taste is so individual. Mm-hmm. And at the end of that interview, they basically had a really good idea, not just of how we would use the space as a family, but also how we wanted it to feel as you're living in the space. A few weeks later, they came back, and basically they presented a design. And I remember my husband and I looked at the sheets, and we were like, "That's it. That's exactly it." So it was really cool.
Here in your dining area, you have a kapis lamp.
I do. One of the things that I really wanted was something that was kapis, because in the Philippines you see that everywhere and it's very common. When I first saw the portfolio that Gary and John shared with me, there was a very big kapis installation in the middle of that restaurant that they had worked on, the Filipino restaurant that I really loved. And so when we talked about the different elements that we wanted to bring into the space, kapis was definitely one of them. Feel really natural and comfortable, and something that felt lived in without feeling too old, but also had a modern touch to it. I think the uniqueness of Gary and John's work and their entire portfolio is that it uses this soft modern feeling that gives you a little bit of present and past mixed together, and it just feels very comfortable from the moment you walk in. And I think that's the kind of magic that they can do that I certainly can't do by myself.
From the outside, your house really looks like North America, and then this is just wonderful surprise inside of how an Asian American family of this generation lives. Huh?
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah.